Yeah. It's football time in Texas. It's Chuck Morgan. Welcome in, everybody. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Our very own Clarence Hill is in Oxnard, California, had an exclusive with Dak Prescott. We'll hit you with that, as well as our takeaways from the presser and previewing day one of Cowboys training camp, all starting meow. It is day one of Dallas Cowboys training camp. Hit the like button or else. It is football time in Texas.
Armand!
That's our first chat. Thank you, Armand. And I'm dedicating my performance on today's show to Willem Dafoe and Alex Trebek.
Who is Willem Dafoe?
He's an actor. That guy.
Oh, okay.
His role in the Boondock Saints, in hindsight, there are things about it that are probably considered insensitive or offensive, but it was very funny.
I remember him from Spider-Man. Was it Spider-Man?
Yeah, he was in one of the Spider-Mans. He was the Green Goblin.
Yep. Yes, Green Goblin.
Yeah, sure was.
Yep.
Welcome in, everybody. My name is Jeff. I am seated next to former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
I'm dedicating my performance today to Micah Parsons. That's what I'm going with. Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons. And to Carrie, who says, "Good morning, Jeff. Quit picking on Jerry today. He has feelings too. I'm going to try my best. When I tell you that it is training camp time, and I'm going to try my best.
Football's back, baby.
To stay away from just yelling at Jerry all the time. I got a whole list of today is practice number 1 for the Dallas Cowboys, and I got a whole list of the things that we're looking forward to. After
we talk about Jerry,
Jesse has a take.
I do.
And then I might have a half take.
Okay.
You got a take. I have a half take. And then we're on to Clarence Hill, who had an exclusive with Dak Prescott. And then we're on to preview and training camp. So if you have anything that you are looking forward to in training camp, or position battles you're looking forward to, or somebody that you got eyes on or that you think is about to be a badass, you go ahead and leave that in chat for us, okay? And hit that like button. Hit me with a take.
So 24 hours after the press conference, which in my personal opinion was interesting to say the least.
Better be interesting.
It was interesting to say the least.
Okay.
And it was interesting.
All right.
And we talked about it briefly yesterday, and I said it on this show that this is a game to Jerry. This is a game. This isn't something that is. See, this is a different type of business. This business has yet to yield consequences for him. The same thing we said a lot of times about players. You want to get a player's attention, what do?
Hit him.
In the pocket.
Oh.
You hit him in the pocket.
Yep.
This game has yet to yield consequences financially for Jerry. See, the other businesses he have to tend to.
Well, that price per barrel went down, boy. What are we going to do now?
Like that stuff, real estate going up and down, like that can turn really quickly. But you said it to me earlier when you were walking to the bathroom, and you said, when will they never not be the most popular team? And because of that, they have been able to carry this level of just, we're playing a game. And Jerry said something yesterday, and I even asked you after the show. He said, I only speak to the principals.
Mr. Belding.
And I thought to myself, I said, what does he mean when he says that? And you said the person.
He talks to Micah Parsons, the player, the person.
And it dawned on me this morning. I was taking my morning deuce.
You can't say that.
I can.
You can say that.
I can.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
A lot of great thoughts run through my mind between that and the morning shower.
Yeah.
which follows right after that, by the way.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, there is a very, very distinct reason why Jerry talks to the principal. Because he said yesterday, I didn't talk to the agent. I'm getting ready to give out, I've already given out the highest paid per year contract to the quarterback.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to work out and give out the highest paid non-quarterback contract. And you've yet to speak to the agent.
Yep.
Through all of this time. And it dawned on me why Jerry only wants to speak to the person, the player. It's because Jerry understands that there's a level of emotion that players carry. I talked to Micah, I talked to Dak, I talked to CD, I talked to Terrence Steele and Diggs, and I talked to them.
He might not talk to Steele or Diggs today.
Not anymore.
Not after what he said.
But Jerry wants to talk to them because he understands. When I talk to a player, the player has the feeling and the emotions of, what does the fan base think? They think that. Like the players think that.
Sure.
What do my teammates think?
Mm-hmm.
They think that. Because Jerry can say, man, we really want you out there. Your teammates really need you out there. And that emotion plays heavily on the player. Whether they say so or not. Like when dudes sit out, that bothers people. Like when all you do and all you know is football and you're not doing the one thing that you feel like you were designed to do, it bothers guys.
CD said it last year. He's like, I was miserable.
It bothers. And you have to watch it.
Yeah.
My dudes, my guys, and I know that I'm the best that's supposed to be out there. So Jerry only talks to the player because there is an emotional leverage that he can gain from those conversations. Boy, I tell you, boy, man, your teammates not having you out there, man. I wouldn't want to hold out if I was you, man. I think we get us a good deal done, but boy, I tell you, I want you back out there. You start thinking like, damn, man, I miss my boys. I miss my teammates. I miss being out there. I miss playing the game. And the fans, right? The fans, they're in the chat. They're saying, oh, you got Captain Thunder, you greedy Dak, and oh, don't take the right.
Captain Thunder. We know who it is. It's you.
It's not me. It's not me.
You were Captain
But now
Thunder.
the fans, there's an emotional battle with the fans.
Yep.
Because they want something. The same thing on TV. So you're dealing with these. And the reason why Jerry doesn't talk to the agent, there's no emotion.
Oh, yeah. Agent don't care.
Agent don't care. Like David Malugeta doesn't care about the locker room. David Malugeta doesn't care about the fans. David Malugeta has zero emotional, he's not suiting up. He has zero emotional attachment to anything other than getting the very best deal for my client and for myself. Because make no mistake about it, David, and it's not just David, it's any agent that's representing a player in the National Football League. They want to get a deal done for themselves because it's also a recruiting tool. When David Malugeta goes back into the college field and he's looking at the Heisman Trophy winner, the best one, like Jeremiah Smith, right, will come out.
Ohio State wide receiver.
Or Ryan Williams at
you're naming guys that are going to be 2 more years.
That's what I'm saying. But when they come out, David Malugeta is going to go to them and go, you know what, I got these guys, right? Or those guys are going to say, I want to go with the agent who's getting his clients the most money. Go back and look at the contracts. David Malugeta did Deshaun Watson's. He did J.C. Horns. He did Derek Stingley's. He's getting Jalen Rand. He's getting record-breaking deals.
I mean, it's kind of gross, but I would never hire anybody else after he got that Deshaun Watson deal done. I'd be like, wait, with all that going on, you got what?
Tyler Smith is under the same agency, right? But there is zero emotion. So Jerry can't use the negotiating emotional tool against David or any other agent. This is why he stays out of it, because his superpower is making you feel the emotion and reacting in the emotion of teammates, the fans, that type of stuff to get you to move. There's nothing. There's nothing with the agent. Mm-hmm. And I thought about that and I said, this is why. It's not because he can't talk. It's not that he wants. He chooses not to because he understands and knows I don't have the emotional leverage with an agent.
I can't manipulate him.
Can't manipulate them emotionally. I can
manipulate Tyron Smith.
I can get Tyron in the room and tell him, man, what can't you buy with $30 million that you can buy with $50 million?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you start thinking about, you know what?
That's a good point, Jerry.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I can't get the lake house still.
I can still get the lake house. And then once you're a cowboy for life. And there's other business ventures and all that kind of stuff. David Malugetta goes, I don't work with me, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't give a damn about your locker room. Your locker room means nothing to me. Your coach means nothing to me. Your fan base, nothing to me. Your family, nothing to me. My only concern is about the Malugetta family and the client that I'm representing.
Yep.
That's it. That is it, and that is all. And I have to get the largest number because I only get 3% of whatever we get here, which for these guys will be a pretty good penny. But it's only 3%.
Not bad. Yeah. 3% of whatever Mike is going to get will be over $1 million a year just for that contract.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like the same thing for David is I have to make this last a lifetime.
Yeah.
I have to keep producing these deals for a lifetime for me.
Yeah.
So I don't get involved. And I was like, you know what? This is why. I was like, and I came up with that this morning.
That's a good take. I think it is. It's the ultimate. And again, I go back to a lot of things. Like there are the times where I find myself sitting in the seat of what I care about is the Cowboys winning at football. And then sometimes that leads me down to get mad at Jerry and yell a bunch stuff. But then you just think about it from, all right, but let's do his perspective.
Whose?
Jerry's. That's what you're supposed to do.
No. I'm
right?
with you. Yes.
And it's like, so like, I find myself when I'm just like, man, I just want the Cowboys to win all the Super Bowls. Then all of the stuff where Jerry lets things fall through the cracks or doesn't get stuff done right or in a timely fashion or whatever that the rest of the league looks at and they're like, oh, the Cowboys. And then I think about it from the perspective of Jerry, where it's like, my best chance to get a deal done with this player at the lowest possible number is to find a way around the emotionless professional.
Yeah.
And he's gotten it done before. And so I guess in some ways I salute him for that, but it also kind of feels billionaire gross to me, where it seems very dismissive of like, I'm not going to deal with the help. Like I deal with you. And why would I want to talk to this person over here? And it just, I don't know, it just sounds kind of weird to me.
But then it ends up being because I am billionaire, owner, operator, whatever. Afterward I go, all right, cool. It's just money. I'll make more of it.
Right.
And then I got to deal with you. Okay, here.
Yeah.
Right. Like here, damn. Just take the money and go on about your business.
And I might even be on his or a fan base's side about players where once upon a time, like Tom Brady in one of his contracts did take less, right? Like once upon a time that did happen. It's a rare thing, and I don't expect it of any athlete. I don't expect it.
I got you.
Yeah.
He took it in all of them, but then he saw other people getting money, and I think 18 or 19, they were going to Detroit for a preseason game, and he said he wasn't getting on the plane if they didn't give him an extension.
Which at that point, you got to be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he wanted, like, I think Drew Brees got like a 2 for 100 or a 2 for 50, and he was like, just give me that. He was like 39. Belichick was like, nope, I won't do it.
and then there's also other things that, they say when it comes to Tom Brady, it was like, well, we won't give you this here, but you can put a TB12 on one of these properties.
That's the dirty secret.
Yeah,
like the side hustles.
Like there's other things like he'll take less here, but he'll have lifetime storefront operating.
Oh yeah.
So there's other ways where the money's coming in the door for Tom that he goes, oh, okay.
So the reason Jerry's a Hall of Famer is not because he's a general manager, because he's not the general manager who built Super Bowl winning teams. The guy who did that, he fired. So that's not why he's a Hall of Famer. Jerry Jones has a jacket that says that he's a Hall of Famer, and he'll tell people he's a Hall of Fame GM. He's a Hall of Famer because of things like when, I believe, this is top of my head, and I'm not a Cowboys historian, but I do believe it was like Coca-Cola was the official soft drink of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, all right, Pepsi is the official soft drink of Texas Stadium. And the league was like, you can't do that. And he was like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
It's the soft drink of a building that I own.
Right.
It's not of the league. And so like, bam, now all the owners have this new way to make all of this different amounts of money. Then the salary cap. Jerry was like, hey, we could guarantee an amount of money we make. If we all agreed, that's how much we can spend. Like, so he's a Hall of Famer because he has found the ways.
He's a contributor
to make a bunch of money for a bunch of people, and not because he's a great football team builder.
And it's another thing that I said. It's why I think it's a game. It's monopoly to him. It's monopoly because he'll do all this, mudslinging and tongue lashing about players, taking players, but then they'll get the deal done, and they'll shake hands, and everything will be kumbaya in 2 weeks, right? Because the Monopoly game, like if you and I and John play Monopoly, it will be intense. But then the game will be over. We'll take the pieces, the little thimble and the boot and the dog.
I like the horse.
The horse, and we'll put it back in the box, and we'll put the lid on it, and we'll be friends again.
I like the cannon, too.
Like, we'll be friends after the game is over. We'll be friends after the game is over. As long as you don't say anything too offensive to me while we're actually playing, we will be friends. But to your point,
if I'm the banker, we won't be friends when we're done.
You're cheating. See,
yes, I will cheat.
Billionaire rich guy.
I will cheat. Don't let me be in control of the resources in Japan either, because you boys gonna end up with some extra ore.
But this is the part of when it comes to Jerry, and I think it was so evident yesterday. Marketing, running a team, like marketing an NFL team.
Oh, he's the best on the planet.
Running an NFL team.
Those
are two very different things.
In the league.
Right, and he has the marketing of a team down to a freaking science. Nobody does it better.
Yeah.
And that's the part where people confuse him actually running a team to him marketing a team. Nobody does it better than the marketing department. No. He gets it done there, and he makes a boatload of money doing that. But running it, nah.
Not very good.
It's a game to him, and it was on full display for us to see yesterday.
Good take. We like a take. That's what I'm talking about. Christian's in the super chat. He said it makes sense the self-proclaimed doo-doo queen has his best takes while doo-dooing.
Whoa.
And that's fair.
I stay true to who I am.
Coming up next, Clarence Hill's in Oxnard, California, the greatest beat writer in Cowboys history. We'll check in with him. He had an exclusive with Dak Prescott yesterday, and you'll need to hear all about it next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Well, after that take, when I have to go into hiding, put my shady raids on.
Yep.
I'm going to probably have to cut my hair off, bleach my skin.
I wouldn't do all that.
Yeah, because I got to go in hiding.
Okay.
When Jerry sends the goons out to get me, I'm going to have my shady rays on. And I love my shady rays because if I lose them, if I break them, if I just downright don't like them anymore, I love the fact that Shady Ray says, Jess, send them back.
We got you.
We got you. This ain't no game to us. We stand behind it.
They don't shame you for it.
They don't shame you for it. Send them on back. We'll send you a brand new pair.
If they're gone, you don't even have to send them back because you can't because they're gone. But they're still going to take care of you.
For free. So head on over to ShadyRays.com. Use this promo code, though, DLLS35, and get 35% off a pair of polarized sunglasses. They have all the shapes, all the sizes, all the things that you would want, colors, everything, every design. Get you a pair of Shady Rays, man, because why else would you be walking out here with anything else? DLLS35 is the promo code. ShadyRays.com is where you need to go. Do it now.
What time is it? Shady Rays time.
You scared me. I was like, wait, no, that's not it.
Shout out to our friends at Monarch Money as well. More than just your standard budgeting app. Our friends at Monarch Money, it's a complete financial command center for your accounts, investments, and goals. I don't know if you guys remember whichever Die Hard movie it was, the third one or the fourth one, where the guy had his command center, but I like those words. Monarch Money is going to help you. They'll help you understand things that you overspend on, where you're wasting your money, and you can feel better because you will be squared away with everything in that one place, and you'll be able to build for the future and the life that you want with all your accounts, your credit cards, your investments all in one place with Monarch Money. You'll always know where your money stands without the hassle. Did you know financial stress is one of the top reasons relationships fall apart? Monarch makes money conversations easier because you got a reference point and everything tracked right there. Get control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code DLLS at monarchmoney.com, and you'll get half off your first year. 50% off the first year. monarchmoney.com, DLLS. It's the DLS Cowboys podcast, and now we're going to check in with Clarence Hill live out in Oxnard, California. And I talked to him yesterday in the finest Airbnb in all the land is where Clarence Hill is. And I would like to request, John, if it's not too much trouble, that just for the vibes, we bring in Clarence with Club Pop Pop, if it's not too much trouble.
Club Pop Pop, where legends drop. Clarence Hill just can't stop. Breaking news, you gotta hop in Club Pop Pop.
Yeah.
And had an exclusive with Dak. Hello, Clarence.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Kicking ass.
Which is wild because you had an exclusive with Dak yesterday, but yet and still
We were talking about Jerry.
Discussing was Jerry Jones.
I mean, that's what he does. I mean, you look at yesterday. I've had, we've just thought about the press conference. Jerry's enjoying himself. Okay, he's enjoying himself. He's enjoying life. There's nothing you guys. How many times he said nothing you guys can write is gonna make me cut my throat. There's nothing you guys can write that's gonna make me do anything. I've seen it all. I've danced with the devil. I've earned the right to be here. I paid the price to be the owner and damn it, I'm going to enjoy it for the few days I got left. He keep bringing up, I don't have much time left, and he's enjoying it. He's enjoying his time. It's not. 2 years ago, it was like, I don't have time to have the bad time because my time is running out. Now, it's like I'm taking it all in. I'm an older guy. I'm sentimental. I get to work with my family. I get to run the Cowboys. I get to work with my grandkids. I'm having the time of my life. I do think that the urgency to win is not the same for Jerry Jones because he has 3 titles and he has the richest franchise in sports. He's already in the Hall of Fame. To some of these fans, this fan base that we have who grew up never seeing the Cowboys be winners, to the players in the locker room who have the specter of the 3 titles hanging over their head in the 30-year drought, their desperation, their hunger is different than Jerry. What is Jerry hungry for?
Extra salt on his McMuffin. It was a McGriddle. Yeah, he's hungry for some extra salt on that McGriddle. Hey, let's football it, though. Like, you had an exclusive with Dak Prescott, and we're just complaining about Jerry, which I do enjoy doing, but I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, and I've talked about, throughout the offseason, kind of teased you about how Dak is, taking care of his entire body, and certainly he recognizes that he needs to run more to avoid those type of things and do things with his sprinting. I mean, he's never going to be the fastest, but if you run more and you run regularly, it may avoid pulling a hamstring when you do have to drop the hammer in the middle of a game, in the 8th game of the season, when you haven't run it all. Just like we're talking about running before, you got to stretch, man. You got to stretch, man.
Yeah, dynamic
before you
stretching.
drop the hammer.
You don't use those muscles, they go away. I promise.
Yeah. So, and he talked about Shotty. He talked about how Maris Leofau's fiance was the 3rd overall pick from Notre Dame, and how they celebrated him, and how why he wasn't there because he was at the draft, and they did a whole thing in the offseason program celebrating him and watching the draft, and did a whole thing celebrating Maris Leofau's fiance being the 3rd overall pick of the Washington Mystics. Then Maris came back, they celebrated him again, and his fiance, and just little things like that. Even with going to OSA's foundation type stuff, he talked about how it's important. As Dak was a big Mike McCarthy guy. He liked Mike, no doubt. But he said, maybe it's time for a cultural change, leadership change. When I got here, I was a rookie, so I just fell in line, and we fell in line with what they were doing. Now we get to decide how we do this. And this, it's a new crop of the leaders who get to, change the culture and decide how they do this.
Now, you tell me if I read this properly, Clarence, as I was on alldlls.com, and I am a diehard, so I have access to all of the premium content, the diehard level content.
Good stuff in there.
Is Dak claiming it was not on the long run that he hurt his
Yes,
hamstring?
he's trying to claim it was not on the long run. And, he said he may have felt it earlier. I mean, it's like this. You know how many times you replay something like that happens, you replay it over and over again in your mind. And he wants to say it wasn't because he dropped the hammer for the first time all season and got hurt in the long run. He said
it was
may
a
have
pocket move or a throw. I started to feel it.
Then he said it was like maybe all the other runs. Like, what other runs? You didn't run before that.
That's actually more concerning to me than actually the long run causing it. Like, if the long run didn't cause it,
just a weird tweak on an unexpected movement. It's just
Jesse. Don't just take this as a granted. Don't go. Just like Jerry trying to say that he has to sign Micah because he's worried about injuries. He just saying stuff.
Don't circumcise the mosquito.
Yeah, he just saying stuff, and I think Jack was just trying to justify. And you come up with when you lose your season, you got a whole offseason to think about what happened, what could I have done right, what could I have done differently to prevent this from happening. And no one wants to say I got hurt running.
So, Clarence,
no
what
football player wants to say that, huh?
What are you on today? What are you on the prowl for? Because I know we all training camp differently. Like, I love nerding it up and watching position groups and talking about certain things. But I know you are a headline, big names, talk to the folks person. What are you hunting?
And not them aunties with the thick thighs.
It's Micah. Come on, sir. Is Micah going to actually be out there? What's he going to do? Is he going to even talk to us? What's he going to say? He responds to J.J. Watt? He going to respond to Jerry personally? I mean,
is he there though? That's the question. Like, has anyone
I have not seen him.
Is it
they
like
say he's here? Jerry and certainly Shotty spoke yesterday like he's here. I'm glad he's here. So like they've seen him. I have not seen him. He was not out there stretching with the team yesterday. So yeah, that's one thing we want to see if he's here. But again, it's OTAs all over again. They're not in pads yet. What is there to see on the first day of practice other than who's available?
I will say, and we'll go through some of this stuff as the show goes on, Clarence, but I am still interested because, for instance, Savone Revel, 3rd-round pick, who I think the Cowboys are going to end up having high hopes for, and some people thought
NFI.
certainly could have been picked higher if he wasn't hurt. On NFI, that's the non-football injury list, which means that he
And who said this? Jesse, I want to make sure we understand who talked about Revel not being ready.
Is he taking shots
Well,
at Joe
even
Hoyt
though
right
somebody,
now?
even though somebody tried to say I've talked to him for 20 minutes and he's gonna be good
See,
to go.
you're so
Yes.
petty. You're so,
Jesse,
Hold on, because we will
did
we'll
not
revisit.
I mean, I'm just saying
you
though.
are
My
so
only
petty.
point.
Why are you
we
taking a
can
shot
go
at
back
our
to
boy
it.
Joe?
My only point was you cannot say these guys are going to be ready for the start of camp and be at their best. That's all I was saying.
Okay, here's Jeff pulling back curtain, okay, Clarence? And I'm going to finish my thought on Revel and remind me that it has to do with Deron Bland. Hold on. Remind me that it has to do with Deron Bland. But we heard, I think, John playing and editing and putting together what you did with Pat Doney yesterday for our website and our YouTube page. And we heard in the background who was counting you down to go live and holding the camera. And it was Joe Hoyt that goes 3,
my guy.
2, 1. Don't you go out there and take shots at Joe. He doesn't even work here anymore. You're still putting him to work.
Joe, hey, listen, Joe still got to carry them pads, huh? Get those pads, Rook. Get those pads, Rook.
So happy.
Hey, when you're on my team, you're always on my team.
But anyway, like I am interested today.
Savone Revel has to do with Diggs.
Has to do with Bland.
Bland, sorry.
Like Revel's not ready. Where does Deron Bland line up? Does he get to stay home? Is he going to be outside? Are they going to be messing around with him in the slot? Because like now we're talking about a season that starts in 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks or whatever, and guys that aren't ready and where are people going to be lined up? So I'm at least interested in the where are they, and maybe it's just Bland where it's where are they, and the rest of it's like, are we splitting reps or is everybody's job just everybody's job? Those are things I'm looking for.
And before you answer, I think that's what's the difference between OTAs and minicamp and training camp. Like there is no more, we're trying guys out. We're seeing things like even though there aren't pads on yet, we're guys line up today. And you heard Shotty say, he says, as far as installs, we're going back to the beginning. Our first install from OTAs and minicamp will be OTAs and minicamp will be our first install for training camp. But we're not rotating guys in and out. Like we're marching, we're marching towards the season. So every rep, because everything, as you know, you don't have as many practices. You can't be out there all day long. So time is very limited at this point in time. And we have to get closer to being as fine-tuned as we possibly can for the season. So while we won't see physical gifts and traits early on in training camp, you will know who is lining up where and how that works out.
No doubt. And you get to see that. And so, obviously we're waiting for the pass to come on. But again, his T-shirts and shorts, where they line up is important. But, Micah being out there, that's going to get the cameras. And Jerry having a talk with him in the middle of the field, in the middle of practice while everybody's doing drills. I mean, those are the sort of things that I'm looking for.
Dro Nose is looking for Jay Toya updates daily. 7th-round pick, nose tackle, coming from Mozzie Smith snaps, okay? You keep a sharp eye on Jay Toya.
Right on that.
What number does Jay Toya wear? Where did Zeke go to college? Clarence, you're a beast. How much do they hate Trevon Diggs? Why did they throw Terrence Steele under the bus when they were talking?
I would just look at attitude reflect leadership. You talk about, why do you throw Trevon Diggs? And he just volunteered. We were talking about Micah and he just dumped Trevon Diggs in there. We were going to ask about Trevon Diggs, but he volunteered Trevon Diggs and and then threw Terrence Steele under the bus. That was just crazy. It was unnecessary. Sometimes, listen, we love to hear him talk, but he can tie himself up in the knots and puts himself in these situations.
Yep, and the participitals that are dangling, you always got to keep an eye on. Clarence,
And how many times did he bring up Netflix? I mean, he is
3.
I don't want to throw him in the past, but he kept bringing up Netflix. And you'll see in this documentary, you seen, he likes talking about Netflix and Landman.
Oh, what I want you to do, also, I'm gonna put you on the trail list too. Is there going to be a premiere party here for the Netflix special?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring that up. It looks like the premiere party is going to be in L.A.
In
They're
L.A.
working on that in L.A.
of course, there's a party.
I need dates.
So you need to make sure when you come for camp, if it's that week, bring your tux. Or bring your premiere clothes. Bring your premiere clothes.
I was about to say something, but then
shoes.
I was about to say something, but I was going to be petty, and I don't want to be petty to other people because I don't feel like fighting with other people. But I was going to be petty about what I was bringing to camp to wear.
Who would it be petty toward?
Oh, look at that! Time to go to break.
Clarence, have a great day. It's always good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Are you dogging? Are you dogging under there?
No.
It's cold. It's cold out there. That's why it's a little chilly out there.
Clarence Hill. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Coming up next, we will get into it. It is time. It is day 1. It is practice 1 for your Dallas Cowboys in training camp. The things we are looking forward to, the things we're going to have eyes on, the things we want to know the answers to. We preview it all, and it starts next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Are you getting ready for a new football season? Plan on having people come to the house? Well, you don't want them to come into smelly carpet or shaggy floors or creaky, crickety, ugly-looking floors. No, you don't want to do that. You want to invite people in for the first game because Empire can have you ready for the first game of the season. When they come into your home, I don't know if they can. I just feel like I should say that, but I'm sure that they can probably get you ready. It's about a month away, right?
What?
The season.
They will so have you ready.
Empire will have, but here's what you have to do. You have to go to EmpireToday.com and you have to just log on there, see what you want. Maybe it's some vinyl, maybe it's some carpet, get some fresh, up-to-date, good, thick carpet. Like Jeff, like the thick Latinas, get you some thick, carpet. It's vinyl. And then if you got the money, get you some of that wood. Get some of that wood. And they have an offer for you that you cannot beat. $350 off new forms and use our promo code DLLS. So head over to EmpireToday.com and start the process to get you some new flooring today.
What time is it?
That's not it. Time to go to Vegas.
Time to go to
Vegas.
We would love for you to join us. We're going to Vegas, and we're going to have ourselves a time. That is November 15th to 18th. The game is on the 17th against the Raiders. We're headed to Vegas with True Fan Travel for the ultimate fan experience. DLLS taking over the Strip. We're bringing Club Pop to Vegas.
Lotion Lounge.
And it's going to be an unforgettable weekend, or we will forget it. It depends on how you get down, and you got to be there. Join us as the Cowboys are taking on the Raiders November 17th. This all-inclusive trip includes a 3-night stay at a luxury Vegas resort, game tickets, VIP parties, exclusive events with the DLLS crew and fellow diehard fans, and much more. How do you get to take part in this? You head on over. You head on over and book now at truefantravel.com. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and it is day 1. It is practice 1 for the Dallas Cowboys. And I have, I didn't come up with a nifty title for it. Battles to watch, things to watch, eyes on, stuff Jeff's interested in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere around 6 or 7.
Right,
and I'd imagine
good.
they might have more pop up as we go through it. So if you have things that you've got eyes on or want eyes on at training camp, we want to know about them in the chat. And I'd also love if you'd hit the like button.
There you go.
And make sure that you are subscribed to 2 different YouTube channels. I know that currently it's on my little tiny personal YouTube channel. This show is on today. And if you are watching on there, make sure you're subscribed to the DLLS Sports channel as well. Number 1. What do you think?
Knowing you.
Uh-huh.
Receiver.
Receivers. First of all, how awesome are CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? That'll be fun. Now, moving on to the things that matter. We've talked about this a little bit. Like Jalen Tolbert, if he is your 3rd wide receiver, that's totally cool.
Yeah, 700
Totally
yards
fine.
and 7 touchdowns as a number 3.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Totally fine. Like you're sliding on into probably where you need to be.
Yep.
But I don't want to totally forget about and have no hope. Let's see what Jonathan Mingo's got. I mean, look, the odds are that you kind of, sort of, with all respect to Jonathan and his family, the odds are that you kind of, sort of lit another 4th-round pick on fire, just like the Trey Lance one.
Yep.
But, you know, the things that they were interested in as a draft nerd, I understand them. I watched him at Ole Miss. The physical qualities of a guy that big, strong, fast, tough after the catch, I get it. And so I will be interested to watch. Because I want to throw in the name Kevontae Turpin too, but I think we've established at this point he is what he is. Like, he's going to play his 10 to 12 offensive snaps, and there will be a specific plan for. Because I like having people that people got to worry about on the field. I like you having to be scared. But I might like him better lined up at running back. Deal with me from back here. You have to figure out where my little tiny self is going with all these giant people in the way. That's what I like for Turp, maybe. But I'm interested in Tolbert versus Mingo versus, that's probably the end of the list. Apologies to Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flournoy, my guy Jalen Cropper, and whoever else.
Yeah, it will be interesting. It better be interesting.
It better be interesting.
But I think this is Jalen Tolbert's job to lose. Like,
been here, established.
I've been here, established. Playbook wise, continuity wise with the quarterback. I was a draft pick of theirs. So I don't know how much that Mingo brings to the table differently.
Well, if you put them, I'll tell you this, if you put them in a room, like in The Dark Knight, you said Tolbert, Mingo, in here, guys, you snap a pool cue in half and you drop half each side. Mingo going to take that.
Why? Because you think he's bigger?
Big, strong.
What if
Mingo got 25 pounds on Tolbert. Mingo's a big
dude.
What if
Tolbert is like a stone cold killer?
That's fair. I do remember watching Dez get punched by so many people at camp. But I do think that if you let that fight continue into perpetuity, Dez would have won. But I remember he kept getting two-pieced. Wilcox, one of the little corners hit him.
But see, Dez is like, he'll take 2, 3, 4 just to get close enough to you to grab you. If he grabs you, it's a wrap for you, buddy. It is a wrap for you. It will be worth watching. Every single snap will be worth watching. In between getting the ball to CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, these two guys, every drop, every catch, every big play, every end zone completion, all of that will be documented as it should be. Like, this is the part of football where I want to see, what are you? Like, from a mental standpoint, like, who are you? Because you now have competition. Jalen Tolbert didn't have competition in the past. It was always going to be his job.
We started a season with Dennis Houston as a starting wide receiver.
Like, it was always going to be Jalen Tolbert's job. Now you have to now think to yourself, okay, Tolbert, and while I don't believe it, I think Turpin believes that he can move up in spots.
I mean, he's going to be like, that's the word tantalizing jumps into my brain, because I mean, you could just look back at what game was it where he literally just ran a slant, but it was man coverage. The dude just couldn't run with him, and if I get a step, I'm gone.
Right.
Like, if that capability exists, it's tempting. You're like, how can we not get him on the field? How can we not get him on? And the answer is because we're going to ask you to do wide receiver stuff, and some of it we just don't think you can do, and so we just need a receiver out there.
Right.
But it's like, right, but when I touch it, they're in trouble, and they got to think about me. So I get it. My brain won't let go. Why can't Turpin be wide receiver 3? It's like, because he can't catch like this, and his catch radius isn't very big, and if they put hands on him, that's probably a problem. But I get it.
But see, that goes into a place of you have to have a level of comfortability, productivity, consistency in your offense for Turpin to thrive in it. Because if your offense is like a sputtering offense and you don't have leads and you don't have the ability to go out there and so like, it works with Patrick Mahomes because any play he can turn into a touchdown.
Yeah.
It works in certain areas because you're like, oh, it works for Dan Campbell because you got 4 downs. Right? You're playing with a different level of, it works in certain areas to do and have a player like that because they're going to maximize every single possession, every single drive, and they're going to make you defend every blade of grass, 53.5 by 100. You're going to have to defend it. And that's where we come back to the part of creativity is are you willing to allow your offense to get to a place of creativity where, Andy Reid lets guys go out there and do ring around the rosy but as they break the huddle?
Yeah.
Like a head coach goes, hey,
You better
guys,
have some rings.
Like, guys,
You better have some rings.
let's do ring around the rosy and then break the huddle and run a play.
Yeah.
What kind of confidence you have to have in the men that you're putting out there where they do that and then they do a double reverse pass?
Yeah, 100 is the confidence level. 100.
That's the part of and this is where Turpin kind of got caught in a rock and a hard place was when he really came on and you thought to yourself, boy, this could be something.
And
The
then he
head
drove
coach
it.
was fighting for his life. So now he's like, ugh, do I have to stay the course and know what I know and go with what I kind of know? Or do I have time to flip-flop?
Yeah.
And then now it's the new coach is coming in and he's trying to establish.
Yeah.
So it's like where Turpin can be used more frequently and more freely, you were a guy who was fighting for his life and a guy who's like, I can't have my first impression be bad.
And also,
He's mad little.
slow down in Collin County.
Yeah.
And when you leave the house, choose between bringing the gun or the weed.
Yeah, can't bring them both.
Once they're together, the gun is no longer legal.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just,
Yeah.
slow down
Make a decision.
and choose your fighter.
Yeah.
Each time you get in the
Choose your
car. Am I going to smoke today or am I going to shoot today?
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one am I doing? Can't pack both.
And I'm always interested in, because you mentioned creativity, and one of the things that is becoming a thing, you're not going to line up. You could. I was about to say, you're not going to line up Jamar Chase in the backfield and hand the ball to him 10 times a game. But then I thought, man, he'd probably be pretty good at it. But like teams have begun where they're not afraid to, if I put CeeDee Lamb as running back, and they will, they're not afraid to run off tackle. Because you can't always know, well, he's back there, who's ready to cover him wherever he goes. Like, I might hand it to that dude. I'm curious, what level can they take that to, like, could Turpin/Lamb play 15% of the snaps back there? Or is it like once or twice a game? Because those things are fun to me. If you give a dude like CD, Turpin to a different extent, but CD because you have the and the catch radius, like CD lined up back there with 5, 6, 7 different bodies in front of whoever is responsible for figuring out what he's going to do.
Right.
That's hell.
Yeah.
Having a receiver run the route from back there, that's fun.
But that comes,
They got to get their normal stuff right first.
you got to get that right
They
first.
got to get the normal.
Like you got to get the normal stuff down first before you get to the specialty plays. And then on top of that, you have to have the creativity to design that. Now, you can steal it. There's plays out there, right? There's a ton of plays out there with guys
you
doing
just
it.
pull the tape and say, all right, everybody,
Do what they did.
see which one's you.
Yeah. Read the card.
It's like scout team
Yeah,
stuff.
read
You
the
just hold the
card.
card. I'm like, I'm that one. Got it.
But is Shotty willing to do that?
I hope, man. Let's have fun. Let's do bits.
Is Shotty willing to do it? And that's a big if
Yeah.
that we'll find out in camp. Well, you know what? Because we've seen things happen in
We'll
camp.
find out.
We've seen things happen in camp that doesn't translate over to the season.
That is true.
So we'll find out when the season comes. When you got to go to Philadelphia and now you're in a dogfight. Are you willing to now go, you know what? Every possession matters in this game.
I'm about to find out if Reed Blankenship can cover CeeDee Lamb out this backfield.
Let's find out.
N'Kobe Dean, can you lock me up? And we did have a question, and that is one of the fun things about training camp is you're out there, and we talk about the Cowboys every day, and I don't want to think that when I'm out there, what I'm watching doesn't matter at all. But we had a question where it was like, if they're able to run the ball in camp against themselves, is that good that they're able to run it or bad that they can't stop the run? And that's the fun part about camp, where no matter who does well, it's like, okay, but does that mean he's terrible?
But when you're at
Like
camp,
Kalen Carson was out there locking up the backup receivers.
but see, at camp, you have a trained enough eye to go, yeah, Kalen Carson had a good idea. Like he had a good day, but it was against Jalen Cropper.
Hey, I liked me some Cropper out there.
You're right. Like, is it Jalen Cropper?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen
Yeah.
Cropper.
I think it was either Jalen Cropper or Jalen Moreno Cropper or Cropper. I think Jalen Moreno Cropper, but then it just became Cropper.
Okay.
Fresno State.
But you have an eye to see that, right? Like, but they'll put the highlight up and they'll go, "Oh man, look at interception." You go, "Yeah, well, that guy's probably."
If
not
they
gonna
made
make
me a
the team."
GM, when I tell you my team, I think would be tiny.
You
These
lose.
late round and undrafted route running skinny dudes,
You
I
lose.
love them all.
You lose.
Cropper was out there routing people up.
You
Just didn't
lose.
get a chance in the regular season.
Small people don't win in this league.
Didn't
Small
get a
people don't
chance.
win in this league, bro.
I got about 6 more. So Cowboys training camp preview is rolling on right here on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Next. Make sure you sign up to be a diehard. And don't sign up to be a diehard yet. Well, you can, because these two things go together. Because when you sign up to be a diehard at alldlls.com, you do get to pick a free t-shirt from our merch shop. Dallas versus all y'all, that one right there, that's the one I was wearing yesterday. I'm really thinking I'm trying to get this weird Texas flag pickaxe horse alien cowboy hat guy.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. I think I want it. They got cool boots on.
Nah, the colors go well.
It's like the Ranger red jersey.
Yeah,
I
nah,
kinda-
you can do a lot with that.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with that. You can do a lot with that. That's versatility.
When you sign up to be a diehard, it's $79.99 a year, give or take. Don't quote me on that. I think it's $80. But you get to pick a T-shirt right off the rip, and that's a $36 value, $35.99, I believe. I'm just throwing numbers that I think are in the ballpark. Now compare that to wherever it is that you go to get your sports news, that you have a subscription. You're supporting your favorite content creators who are giving you 4 shows a day for all your local sports teams. You're getting access to all of the diehard level content. Clarence Hill had some things on the Cowboys go up today, including his exclusive with Dak Prescott. You get that. You get an ad-free experience on the website. You get into our Discord lounge with over 1,000 fellow DFW diehards where we have a time. I'm going to go in there and talk about Arby's today and just let people know. Don't order the number 1, beef and cheddar. Order the number 2, regular roast beef, add cheddar. If you're like me and you want to flip the bun, because I want the regular roast beef bun, but I do want beef with cheddar. But if you say I want a number 1, but with the regular roast beef bun, they'll mess that up. But if you say I want a roast beef sandwich, add cheddar, they'll crush it. So that's the kind of hacks you can get in our Discord. If you sign up to be a diehard, which you should do right now or else. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Cowboy practice numero uno is going down today. Jeff's next question or thing to watch at training camp. At left tackle, is Tyler Guyton the left tackle who gets all of the reps? Or is Tyler Guyton earning the left tackle job? They didn't bring in, I don't think, a serious veteran threat. But on the roster, some people like Awesome Richards. You did bring in some generic, been hanging around kind of in the NFL guys that exist. Is it Tyler Guyton's job or is it Tyler Guyton's job to earn?
It is Tyler Guyton's job to lose.
Which those are two different things, to
Right.
earn or to lose.
Right. It's his job to lose.
There is no tie here. Like it had to be and then somebody else
Right.
like, yeah.
In this business, I get a chance. I work with Nate Newton, right? And so
Nate's amazing.
Nate's great, right? And so to talk to him about offensive line play is always a plus. To be able to pick up the phone and talk to him about certain things. And one thing that he hated last year, he hated it. He didn't like the back and forth. He didn't like, give Awesome Richards some snaps, give Tyler Guyton some snaps, all that kind of stuff. Like, he hated it. He said, if this is going to be your guy, he gets every rep.
Dude, I agree, but I also think that was the dead man walking coach thing. The coach is like, my job's on the line. You gave me no security. You didn't help me with the team. I have to put in the guy that I think is a better player. I can't worry about your future. And I'm like, right, but he's not very good either. Just put the future in.
And Nate was like, if he goes, I don't care if this kid drowns. He gets every single rep.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I was like,
what if this guy can
I was
almost
like,
swim?
Yeah, I'm like, what if he can keep his nose above water? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he keep his head above water? Just he can doggy paddle.
No,
a
the
little
season's lost. I need to know.
bit. And I think this time around, for our sanity and our knowledge of what we have to look forward to, Tyler Guyton should only come out if he's throwing up. Every single rep.
Or number 2 in. No?
Do it in your pants.
Stay in? Okay.
Do it in your pants.
Fair.
I just don't want you projectiling throwing up on anybody because that gets on people's clothes and it stinks.
Well, if you're going to do it on a defensive lineman, I think that kind of messes with them a little bit.
Yeah, but then they might get sick, and now people. If it's Micah, he's sick, he's out. We don't know. You know what I mean? You don't.
Oh,
know
in camp.
In camp.
I'm thinking in a game.
No, in camp.
Absolutely. Do that right in front of where the end is going to put his hand down.
Tyler Smith, it's his job to lose. He should earn every single rep, and then once you get to the end of training camp, you should know. There should be no doubt about what you're going to do this season with this particular player. Like. And G said it briefly. I don't want to get us off, but
don't give G too much credit.
No.
He will Photoshop something on you.
I like G. He's from Jersey. We're one of the same. We're Jersey guys.
He protects you.
I guess. No, he got me already. He's an equal opportunist now.
Okay.
He's an equal opportunist. But he said that he wants to see guys play in the preseason. No more babying. And you know what? I've fought with Brad Sham and all the old grandpas. I fought with all of them. I fought with you.
You going to fight me too?
I fought with you
I'm
as
a
well.
coward.
Like
we're not getting hurt when it doesn't matter.
Play like this. If Shotty said yesterday in his press conference that
Pickens can play, CD can't.
Shotty said
there's levels.
I want that. I might be okay with that. I might be okay with that one. But Shotty said, and I'm mainly more about the trenches though.
Okay.
Let me retract my statement.
Okay.
Trenches.
We're gonna make a chart of positions and ones Jesse says should and shouldn't play.
Like linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers,
play.
Running backs.
Okay.
Play.
Receivers, quarterbacks.
Play some.
Left tackle.
All.
Okay.
Trenches. I want the trenches.
Corner?
I need to see. Play.
Okay. So really just the receiver and the quarterback get to take some time off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with that.
I could probably get with that. That's who I care about the most.
Yeah, that's what I care about the most. Quarterback. And then, but if we're sticking to the guns of what Shotty said, that this identity will be a physical football team, the way they practice, then damn it, get in the game and be physical.
Yep.
Go, because even in practice, you can only do so much. It's still tag off. It's still, I got you. No, you don't. Get in the game and be physical. Let my boy Sanborn get a nosebleed.
That's what I do wonder if we're missing out on like real NFL players, because you never know, like guys who were undrafted free agents, like good college players, but there's a pecking order at camp, and there's only pads on so often, there's only tackling so often, and a dude who just is hard to tackle, you really don't find out.
Yeah.
Because they tackle, 30 plays total in camp maybe? A receiver might not get tackled in camp.
No.
He might not get tackled.
Facts.
Miles Austin might not have ever made a football team because I feel like he was good after the catch, and you don't know that until you had to tackle a dude, and you don't have to in camp.
Thank God for a coin flip. We found out. In Kansas City.
What's that?
In Kansas City.
What happened? Oh, that was his big one.
That was a big game.
That was his
big
big
one. It was a coin flip between him and Sam Hurd, who was going to start.
Oh, and he won?
And he won.
An actual coin flip?
An actual coin flip the night before the game.
And as soon as that happened, Sam started doing that other stuff?
I don't know. I think Sam was doing that beforehand.
But we don't know that.
Beforehand, but we don't.
Allegedly.
Don't know. I'm just saying that the coaches had a coin flip of who they were going to start the next day. A legit coin flip. And heads was Miles, tails or Sam or whatever, vice versa.
Well, I think if I were Jerry in that scenario, I'd be like, hold on, guys. You mean of the two guys on the team, you literally don't know which one you want on the field. Like 50, not 50.1 and 49. Like you don't know.
They both brought something to the table.
Much like Tyler Guyton. Are the Cowboys safeties in a position battle, or are the Cowboys safeties just going out to practice? Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson are the ones, the guys we've been talking about for a couple of years, and some people want to see. I'm curious about Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell. Is there a position battle going on, or is that the depth chart?
Can I be honest with you?
What? I don't care. Is that your answer? I don't care.
Like
they're all just okay.
There's no Troy Polamalu's back there.
You don't know unless you put them out there.
There is no. We've seen them. There is no Ed Reeds out there.
You don't know.
Like there's no game changers that like.
I think Malik Hooker is the best free safety at that group, so he can stay.
But like nothing in that group stands out. Like we need to have Wanye on the field, or we need to have Demo on the field.
Yeah.
Not Demo, but
Donovan Wilson.
Donovan Wilson on the field.
Dono.
Like so, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the
safeties.
safeties.
And I want you to know that I don't view that as you being dismissive of the quarterback of the show asking you a question. I support that answer.
No, I'm not. But I'm like,
I mean, it's just I don't.
We're not watching
it's
them.
All whatever.
We're not watching. Like, no one. Honestly, that might be the one position no one watches at camp. Think about it for a second.
Oh yeah, because you're just drifting back there, really. Unless you run the alley on one of the 2 days we tackle somebody for 4 plays.
Okay, you came down here.
All right, Donovan squared him up. That was good.
Cool. Like, honestly, like
Was that Claire?
But let's be honest. Like, no one checks for, unless you invested some real resources and finance into the position.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't care about the safety.
When's the last time you ate Arby's?
2007, and I know 2000, and I know this for sure. This is how I know this for sure.
There's a landmark here.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yep.
I was living in the hotel in Cincinnati. I was playing for the Bengals.
Ocho brought you one.
No, I didn't have a car
Oh.
at that time, and I was hungry. And I walked downstairs of the hotel, and to my right was an Arby's. And I walked into the Arby's.
Old school sign that I don't know what it actually is, but
Yes.
it kind of looks like the outline of a cowboy hat.
Yes.
Okay.
I walked to the Arby's, and I got the beef sandwich.
Roast beef.
I got the beef. I
No
got
cheddar?
Yeah, I got cheddar on it.
Did you add cheddar or did you get the beef and cheddar?
I don't remember. It was
Arby's,
cheese on
if
there.
you do not sponsor our show after the amount of time I'm giving you,
And
go get a Frosty from Wendy's.
I'm just going to say, I only ate the curly fries.
Those are delicious, though. And a lot of the Arby's still have cherry Coke on tap. Golden Chick has that, too, a lot of
I
times.
don't drink soda.
Oh.
But so,
I was
2007.
only asking because, like, for the next bet payoff, if something goes terribly wrong, can I get you to eat Arby's?
No. I'm not doing that anymore.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't send you guys the picture of what that Taco Bell did to me, did I?
No, you didn't. I will not. I'm blocking you.
I'll send it now.
No, I'm blocking your phone number.
John, you can put it on the screen. Not right now, but later.
Where will Deron Bland line up today? So Savone Revel is not ready. Trevon Diggs is not out there, which means your cornerback group is Deron Bland in them. And so I think if it's up to me, we talked about this when we talked about O-line and the way I would Tyler Smith it, because some people, if you can't get a good left tackle player, you can put Tyler Smith out there. I take my all-pro or my one that I know, and I put him wherever I think he wants to be and I want him. So like Deron Bland, left corner.
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure it out from here. But I don't know. They may think they have a better chance at filling that in, and they got nothing in the slot, and we need Deron Bland there. And I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But practice one, I want to know where Deron Bland lines up.
That is definitely something worth watching, because does Deron Bland in a contract year?
He wants to be out there.
Right.
It's $30 million out there. It's $10 million in here.
So how does he respond to that if they decide to put him inside?
Fight somebody.
But maybe.
Wrestle Steven.
But do we is that the new developing camp story?
They hate Diggs. They're taking shots at Steele. Parsons is mad at them. They don't like Parsons. Everybody hates Dak, and now Deron Bland is going to be in a fight.
If I'm Deron Bland, I go, all right, cool. We did it at OTAs and minicamp, trying to see some things. This is season time. Don't play with me.
I like Bland, but he's not an all-pro. Sorry, he's not from Glenn. No, I agree. Like, generally speaking, I don't consider – I mean, he was an all-pro. There's no way he had 11 picks and 6 pick six and wasn't all-pro that year. But I agree with that general thought. Like, not that – like
overall.
He's not an overall,
right,
like, super special, must pay, must put wherever guy. But also, without Revel and without Diggs, don't pretend your outside corners are – like,
yeah,
put him out there. Figure out who's going to be in the slot. Dro Knows was in the super chat. Jerry's still mad about only getting 3 fights out of D'Artagnan. I think that's a Three Musketeers reference. Scarecrow, make sure Chill keeps an eye on Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
That is what Jerry thinks his name is. And the truth, love the show, fellas. Jerry and his son have entered the Al Davis era of ownership. Mindless gibberish that just hurts the team. That's Hall of Famer you're talking about. Did you enjoy those 3 Super Bowls? I think you did very much. Huh? What? Let me see. Do I have any more that I can sneak in 35, 40 seconds? I'll save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, save it for tomorrow.
My next one is about Donovan Ezeraku, the Cowboys' 2nd-round pick. There's your little tiny teaser. Y'all too hard on Bland. He's going to go somewhere and be a star. No, I think he's going to go wherever he goes or stay here and be a good player. I think Deron's a good player. I think he had a magical run, but I think he's a good player. He's a good, steady player. And I want him on my team.
And if he goes somewhere else and they have a good defense, it'll definitely help his it'll help his chances. DeRon Bland he takes the ball away. Like he takes turnovers.
Yeah.
Right? Like he goes and gets them. And that's a good thing. You can always win with a player like that.
All right, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Welcome to Football Season.
Yeah,
Smash the like
baby.
button. Make sure you're subscribed. The ride begins today. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.